Hello again. We recently did a comparison review between two cheap Bofang radios and came to the conclusion that while the look and the case mouldings were different, the actual radios performed the same. So when the Zastone D900 UHF DMR handheld arrived, there was something very familiar about it. It's quite heavy, it's quite chunky, and it's made of the same tough and solid black polycarbonate that we see used in quite a few brands nowadays. The channel knob has white markings around it with numbers, which is rather nice, and all the screen printing is white. There's no colour used at all, so a nice business-like look to the radio. The battery is a 7.4 volt 2000 milliamp hour type, and the battery fixes neatly and securely with a clip at the bottom. The antenna is 13 centimeters long with a female SMA socket at the bottom. This is a little longer than the usual reduced length antennas, so should have slightly better performance than those fitted to radios such as the popular TYTs, which is where the penny dropped, and I realised these radios are uncannily similar. Powering it up produces the same welcome screen, and the display is identical. Apart from the lack of red and green printing, the keypad is identical to the TYT MD380, so it seems sensible to see if the 380 software would read it, which it did. The Zastone radio is simply a makeover product. It's the same internal processing, firmware and software, but a unique external case. If you remove the battery packs, you can see the 3-section DC connector is physically in the same alignment with the position of the top panel knob assembly. So without dismantling the radio, my conclusion is that the internals are common. The alloy backplate is a different moulding and the screw points are at different spacing. The only real difference is the presence of the air pressure adjusting hole, something seen on other products quite recently. I can get a Zastone for about £65 from a dealer I use quite often, and the TYT MD380 comes in at the same kind of price. So which would I buy if I wanted some more for a job? Based entirely on feel and appearance, I'd go for the Zastone. And if going on the audio quality, oddly, there is a small difference in the transmit audio quality. I think it's down to the location of the internal microphone behind the grille. Some Kenwoods have a similar problem, that the microphone lets in more direct sound but suffers from speech breath noise, while the option is a more indirect path which presents the breath blasting the mic but makes it a little more muffled. To test this, I've recorded the output from each radio. In so doing, I discovered that the 3.5mm jack output is actually the mic input, the couple of volts I found across it being the voltage the mic uses to put the radio into transmit. It never occurred to me that you could not use a normal stereo earpiece on these radios, but you can't. Audio comes out of the 2.5mm socket. So once I've made a cable up, I tried recording both ways around, recording what the TYT received from the Zastone and the other way round. There is a difference, it's not huge, but the Zastone is more communication quality, a little harsher perhaps, while the TYT transmit audio is a bit more mellow. The choice is for you to judge really. Just before you hear the audio, the test radios had my FM repeater in channel 1 and a DMR radio to radio in channel 2, so you can hear the difference between the analog and the digital versions. Here's the recording I made using the two radios.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is speaking into the TYT. This is speaking into the TYT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is speaking into TYT via DMR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the TYT via DMR. TYT via DMR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the TYT via FM repeater. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same place. Notice that on this one, the actual microphone on the radio has got more P's and B's and S sounds. But go back to DMR. The P's, B's and S sounds via DMR are actually a bit less. But this is actually the quality of DMR. So this is DMR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is DMR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this time we are speaking on the Zastone. This is the Zastone doing the transmitting on DMR. Zastone's transmit on DMR has been received on the TYD 123455431. This is Zastone TX on DMR. And this is the Zastone transmit on FM going through the repeater. This is Zastone on FM going through the repeater 123455431. This is Zastone on FM 123455431 being received on the TYT.
If you can hear a tone in the background, it's the CT-CSS tone that goes through the repeater, which if you look carefully you can see it in the spectrum display right at the bottom. My personal preference remains with the Zastone, but there's no sound technical reason for this, it's just my personal preference. Thanks for watching, see you soon.